You hear it everywhere now. I'm so anxious. Your friend before a test, a TikToker venting about their day, a random character in a show you're watching. And depending on who you are, that phrase lands totally differently. Maybe it makes you roll your eyes. Maybe it makes you wonder if what you're feeling even counts. Maybe it makes you ask, do I have it? So let's actually answer the question underneath all of it. Doesn't everyone have anxiety now? What does the word anxiety even mean anymore? And more importantly, does yours matter, even if you can't name it yet? Stay for the part where I walk you through the 4 signs that separate everyday stress from something deeper, because you might be surprised where the line actually is. Hi, and welcome to Block Out the Noise. I'm Jessica Davis, licensed therapist and mindset coach. This is a space to quiet the noise of anxiety, self-doubt, and overthinking. Anxiety doesn't get to define you. Quick reminder before we start, this channel is here to support and guide you, but it is not a replacement for getting real help. Take what helps you, leave what doesn't. Here's the problem with, doesn't everyone have anxiety? It's not that the answer is complicated, it's that the word is. Anxiety means 2 different things now, and until we separate them, any answer I give you would be wrong. Everyone worries, that's part of being human. Feeling anxious before a big meeting, a hard conversation, a first date, that's feeling anxious. And everyone alive knows what it's like. Having anxiety isn't different. The clinical version has a real bar though. We're talking about worry that runs more days than not a rough week, not a stressful month at work either, 6 months or longer. Worry you can't turn off even when you know it's not helping. Even when the thing you're worried about is objectively fine. The off switch is gone, or so it feels like it. Worry that lives in the body. The DSM, the manuals clinicians actually use to diagnose from, lists 6 ways this shows up. You don't need all 6 to meet criteria for generalized anxiety disorder. You need 3. And as I mentioned before, you need 6 months or more to even fit criteria for this. Restlessness, feeling keyed up or on edge. And let me be straight with you, everybody does these things sometimes. Pacing on a phone call, starting one task and jumping to the next. One busy afternoon doesn't mean anything. The flag is the pattern. Your body doing this more days than not, even when nothing is driving it. And you can't settle even when you want to. Getting tired faster than your days explain. Trouble concentrating, or your mind goes blank right when you need it most. You read the same paragraph 3 times. Someone asks you a question and the answer just isn't there. Irritability, a short fuse than you used to have, and you notice it. The people closest to you notice it too. Muscle tension, the shoulders, the jaw, the stomach that never fully unclenches. And sleep. Sleep is the one people misread because it goes both directions. Trouble falling asleep, waking at 3 a.m. with your mind already running, or sleeping plenty and waking up exhausted anyway, because the sleep isn't doing its job. All of that counts. And most importantly, worry that costs you something. As they would say, excessive worry. Your work, your relationships, the decisions you make, and the ones you avoid making. This is the piece that separates a hard season from a condition. Not how it feels, but what it takes. Now, one thing I need to be clear, a video can describe the bar. A video can't tell you where you stand next to it. That's an evaluation with a professional. They will ask way more questions to get way more details than just what the DSM shows as the criteria. So now the question again, does everyone have anxiety now? No. Everyone feels anxious, yes. Not everyone has anxiety. Here's the actual number. In any given year, about 1 in 5 adults meet the criteria for an anxiety disorder. Across a whole lifetime, roughly 1 in 3. But there is a second half to this. You are hearing about anxiety more than ever. That part is real. And it doesn't mean your feelings or your experiences are any less real because of it. Both of those things are true at the same time. And the space between them is where people get stuck. So if not everyone has it, why does it sound like everyone does? Part of the answer is language. Your grandparents' generation had anxiety too. They called it nerves or a weak stomach, or they didn't call it anything and quietly built their whole life around it. Some of what looks like a rise is just naming what was always there. But I'd be lying to you if I said that's the whole story. There has been a real increase, especially in younger generations. There's a whole book about this called The Anxious Generation by Jonathan Haidt. An entire generation literally got named the anxious generation. Researchers point to phones, social media, and to a change in how we parent. Parents reduce frustration and hard things to clear an easier path for their kids, thinking it would help. And they missed how much resiliency, confidence, and self-esteem is built through challenges. And here's my take as a therapist, because I watched this one happen. When an adult allows a kid to avoid hard things, that kid learns something. Avoidance is the best way to cope with anxious feelings. We stop finding ways to challenge kids to keep them going when it feels like they can't. And they can. If you grew up that way, some of what you're carrying right now starts there. That's not a verdict on you or your parents. Everyone was trying to do their best with what they knew. So both things are true. We're naming more of what was always there. And also there is a real rise. And I'll be honest with you, even on this channel, I stretch the word sometimes, not on purpose. It happens because worry is such a deep part of being a human being that language leaks everywhere. I'm a licensed therapist and the line blurs in my own mouth. So I get why people sometimes use the wrong wording. We're all guilty of it. But here's my goal with this video. If you are clinically anxious, I don't want you dismissing what you're dealing with as normal because you believe it's just trending and ignoring all the signs that you need more help and support. Here's what I see with people who ask me this question, and I hear versions of it constantly from my own clients, from commenters that I found online, from friends. The people who ask, does mine even count, are almost never the ones overclaiming. If you're the one lying awake wondering whether you're allowed to use the word, that tells me something. And that pattern of checking yourself, doubting yourself, comparing your struggle to everyone else's before you let yourself take it seriously, I gently point out that that's likely anxiety talking. It's found one more thing to worry about, whether you're worrying correctly. Now, if any of this has hit home, if you're the one who's been quietly checking whether yours counts, the next part is the one I need you to hear. Let me share something that's honestly a negative about my field. Psychology is both an art and a science. And sometimes with that, we get things wrong. Diagnosis is a major part of what we do. I could do a whole tangent on why I think diagnosing isn't really beneficial, but we'd really get off track. But I don't look at diagnosis as the end all be all, because when you actually sit down with someone like me, we're treating the symptoms, the lack of sleep, the tension, the worry you can't turn off, not the label, not the diagnosis. So hold the label loosely. Here's what to hold on to instead. Other people using the word casually doesn't take anything away from you. Anxiety isn't a limited resource. This isn't a fixed amount of legitimacy that gets divvied up among everyone who claims it. And it isn't a competition you have to win to deserve help. So instead of asking whether yours counts, here's what I actually want you to do this week. If you listened to those 6 signs earlier and felt yourself quietly checking off 3 or more, take that seriously. Not as a diagnosis from me, as a sign it's worth talking to someone qualified. And in all honesty, even if you don't meet criteria, if life just feels really hard right now, that doesn't mean you can't benefit from support. You don't have to hit some imaginary bar to deserve help. Somewhere along the way, we decided struggle has to be some type of badge of honor. Like we have to earn something by going through life the hard way instead of recognizing we need help and accepting it. Why take the hard, long, painful path when you can maybe take the path that's easier? So that's your one thing this week. Not a worksheet, one step. Whatever reaching out looks like for you. You can leave a comment below if you need support trying to find help. You can look online to see what kind of support is available in your area. Whatever you need to do, schedule an appointment with your doctor if you've been avoiding that. Take a first step and you might be surprised on how much better you feel. If this video helped you in any sort of way, please like and subscribe to the channel. It means little to you, but it means everything to me. I truly appreciate it. Also, watch the next video on how to continue to fight anxiety. Remember, you are not alone through this entire process. Anxiety doesn't get to define you. Thanks for watching. Until next time, keep moving forward, trust yourself, and never forget you have what it takes to block out the noise.